Now, choosing the right feed to begin a feeding program, speak to your local feed store about the types of feed that they have available. Most ponds have a variety of different size fish. Therefore, we recommend purchasing the smallest size available. An eighth of an inch pellet would be great. This size pellet is small enough for most young fish to consume, but large enough to, satisfy your adult fish. You may have some trouble acquiring it, but just find out what they have and look around at some local feed stores. Usually a couple different types of feed. There's a floating feed and a sinking feed. I always suggest purchasing the floating feed. The floating pellets will enable you to monitor exactly, the amounts the fish you're consuming. Over time, the wasted feed could wreak havoc, on water quality, and over a period of time could contribute to a turnover or algae problems because you're just having too much of a nutrient buildup. With sinking food, it's always hard to determine how much food is actually being wasted. Now, choose an area of your pond where the water is no less than 3 feet deep, preferably away from established spawning areas. It is important that there are no obstructions present in the feeding area. Fish, they're creatures of habit. So if you're feeding in one area, make sure you stick to that one area and try to feed at your exact times. So if you're going to do it every day, if it's usually you can feed in the morning, you can feed in the evening, and if you stick to that schedule, you'll be able to train the fish much easier. Now, a couple more things. If you're going to feed, you want to make sure it's 60 degrees or better. In the cooler temperatures, it's just going to be limited activity during that time. The types of feed, it should be at a protein level of 28 to 32%. I try to steer customers away from something that's too high protein. There's a couple of reasons why. A lot of times, if it's too high a protein, if it's over that 32%, I'm not talking marginally over, but way higher, that's tough on their digestive systems, and it makes it a little rough on them. So to get the most out of it, that 28 to 32% is a good range. Probably the last thing, I wouldn't say it's the last thing, but it's definitely something that will help you out when you're trying to train these fish, is you can make a feeding ring, and it's real simple. You can go to any local, like a Home Depot or Lowe's or any place like that. Probably get you about an inch pipe, and it could be 8 foot long. Get your elbows, glue it all together so it keeps air in it, and you can tie that off in one area. Now, when you throw the feed in that area, since it's floating feed, it will hold itself in that area, and it's just going to help you train the fish easier. Well, that wraps it up. I hope that helps you out, and if you want to put some comments below, I'll definitely try to help you out and answer them as best I can. Appreciate it. Thanks, and subscribe. Like it.